Isn't it ironic how things can be going good, but not good at the same time? Y'all, I have just recently come back from a 7-day, 6-night cruise on the Carnival Panorama. And you guys, when I tell you, we had such an amazing time exploring Cabo and exploring Ensenada that I just did not want to come home. So yesterday I had, my job allowed me to work from home, which you already know, when you come home from vacation, you know, you have to change your mindset and transition back into like work mode or whatever. Because like in my case, I went from walking on the ocean shore, like the beach, to actually having to come back and get back into the swing of like sending out emails and answering requests and sending out corrections on the reconciliations that I'm working. And it was just so much or whatever, but I'm glad that my job allowed me to work from home on yesterday to kind of like help me grace back into transition of working, right? So with that being said, so today, you guys, I actually rode to work with my coworker and friend because I'm currently experiencing some car issues. I think I shared this before on a different video before I actually went on the cruise that I was experiencing some car issues. But nevertheless, or whatever, I had a ride to work, right? So upon getting to work, like there was this eerie feeling. Like it wasn't anything that I felt like was just like bad per se, but it just felt really like eerie, like something was about to happen. So as normal, you know, I went through the flow of working and getting back to the swing of things. You know, I checked my email. I just made sure that there wasn't anything that was being asked of me, and then I began my daily flow of work, right? So you guys, I don't know if I shared this, but my one of my coworkers actually quit my department on my birthday, which was April the 2nd, and it for the longest it's just been two people, just me and my coworker slash friend. We've been like carrying the load or whatever, and time to time my supervisors, you know, she'll take on some of the load too, but primarily it's just me and my coworker. Well, y'all, it's been so much going on, and I'm smiling, but it's not anything funny or anything like that. I'm more so smiling to keep from like frowning or whatever. But this is the reason why I am in the season that I am in, and this is the reason why I'm working so hard on building entrepreneurship on the side so that I can have a plan B, so that I can have an exit plan in the case, you know, unforeseen circumstances was to occur. Because you guys already know, I shared this before on a previous video of how I was actually let go during COVID, and this is with the same employer. I'm now on my 3rd time around with this company, and every day that I go to work, even though nowadays is so much better and I can kind of see the lights because I've overcome a lot of the challenges of being new in a department. Even though it'll be 15 years for me at this company this upcoming September, I've only been in this department for 3 years. And the first two years, you guys, has been chaotic, crazy. And on a previous video I had shared to where I had actually taken paid time off under FMLA because I was in like a deep depression. I was really stressed out. The department was just really stressing me out. It was really challenging. At that time, my supervisor was very condescending. So it was just really hard on me to where it wore on my body. But this year, you guys, I've really been seeing the light. Like things has been going really good. I've been studying for my real estate class. That's been going really good. Actually, I took a little break from it because I noticed that I had put a lot on my plate. But I'm going to kind of, actually, you know what? I was watching a video. I'm gonna put the young lady on there on the screen, and she was talking about how she had created like a tracker. And I've created trackers before. I had put it in a devotional that I had created before, but I want like a specific tracker, like a daily tracker. I think I'm gonna create something like that, and just kind of like follow along with it, so that way I can be on more, like be on task. I really want to be more disciplined. I really want to be more disciplined nowadays because, like I mentioned, it's just so much that's going on. But to rewind on what I was actually talking about. So when I actually got to work, you guys, I got to meet the new employee of our department, and like she had been there for a week now. This makes week 2 for her, And my coworker, she has been like keeping me tabs on like what's been going on, what's been happening in the department. So I just won't be like completely blindsided when I come back to work. And today I got to meet her, and I kind of asked her about her day to day, like what she's been doing, what are the job duties that she's going to be taking on. And honestly, she just does not know. And she was telling me that she was really like unsettled and like afraid of what's to come because her department was completely downsized. And she was telling me that one of the functions that she did in her previous department, she actually was told that she will be keeping because she is fulfilling the job duties of that role of, it was her duty to disable access. So as they have been terminating people over the years, or however many years she's been working here, she's the person that actually goes and disabled their access. Well, she was telling me that while she's over here in accounting, she really doesn't have like specific roles in our specific department, but she was saying that they actually put her in another part of accounting, but she used to do some of our job duties and stuff too, but we really don't have any to give her. And it's like, hey Robert, and it's like, she's just really in a position to where she doesn't know what her day-to-day is going to look like. And literally, as she was telling us this, like she was getting emails in as people were being terminated. It got to the point to where it got to like the 8th email, and we were literally just standing there talking within like a 30-minute span. It had gotten to like the 8th email, and during that specific email, it hit home to be honest, because that person was a close friend of mine, and she was terminated on today. And all the familiarity that I had of when they let me go during the pandemic it just resurfaced back today. And I couldn't help but to remember how disposable you are at any given moment. Your position can be taken from you at any given moment. It doesn't matter how good of an employee you are. It doesn't matter how dedicated you or committed that you are. Your position can be taken from you at any given moment. And that's one of the reasons of why I'm focusing so hard on building my exit plan. And I just feel like now more than ever, it is so much more important that if there's anything that God has placed on your spirit to start working on, to start doing that. And it's just so crazy and ironic that I'm currently doing this, because y'all, when I tell you, God has circled this back to me several times over and over and over. And I'll get to the season of when like I'll just get to the point to where I would get tired and overwhelmed, and then I will stop. But in this season, I just feel myself just going. And it's been some areas of this season to where God's like, okay, put that on pause for a second. Come on over here and work on this. And that's fine, because sometimes you do have to rest in between. So lately, a lot of my messages has been about like resting and about taking care of yourself and doing self-care, drinking more water, eating more healthier. And that's actually one of the reasons of why, like today, I really wanted to do like practice intermittent fasting, because y'all, on that cruise, your girl was eating. I mean, I ate good on breakfast, on lunch, on dinner. I ate good that whole cruise. And being that we was in Cabo and Ensenada, you guys, I love authentic food. So when I was eating those authentic tacos and just everything they had to offer there, it was just mind blowing. But it just makes me realize how much more disciplined I need to be in this era of life. And also too, I was thinking about the fact that before I had left to the cruise, I was talking to you guys about how I was working on my credit and how I had to mail out these credit repair letters. Y'all, when I came back, I realized that I didn't even make it to the post office. I was so like focused on getting my bags and preparing for the trip that I didn't even make it to the post office. So I'm actually working from home tomorrow and on Friday. So I'm going to figure out which day I'm actually going to mail out those letters. But before I even do that, I have to reprint the letters, because when you send out the credit repair letters, you want to make sure that all of your dates and everything are corresponding, like they're on one accord with each other. So I want to make sure that I get all of my dates and everything updated on that, and that I have the most recent information on those letters. So I'm just going to go on the system and pull my credit reports again. They're free. The access is still there. So I just want to make sure that everything is on one accord or whatever. But I'm going to get that sent out to the post office. And I might just bring you guys along with me on that too, just so that you can get like the whole history, the backstory of what I'm doing, because I want to do this in real time. And I know I'm doing a lot of talking, you guys, but I just have so much on my mind, so much on my plate. And this is real life. This is things that people do like behind the scenes. Like social media makes it look so interesting, makes it look so easy. Like people only show you the good side of entrepreneurship, the good side of employment. They never show you like the struggles, the things that they actually go through. And I'm here to tell you, I'm not there. Like I undergo real life situations. I mean, my family is not perfect. I'm not perfect. My finances is not perfect. I am building a community. I am building, I'm working on my second stream of income, actually, and my third, because I'm working on building YouTube too. And I know I mentioned before, I was trying to do 100 days on YouTube, but you guys, when I went on vacation, I realized that I had to turn it off, because I'm one of those people, you know, when I say that I'm going to commit to something, I try my best to actually commit to it. But also, if you're committing to a vacation, you need to actually commit to that vacation and turn the work off. So I spoke to my husband, we talked about it, and he was like, yeah, I need to turn it off and fully be present in the moment. And that's what I did. So it's going to be more footage and things to come in reference to our trip. I'm going to put a few videos up on this, so I may already put some in the beginning of this, I don't know, but when I go back to like edit this video, I'm going to add some of those clips that you guys can come along with me. But the food was good, everything was great, and I'm just grateful that I was capable of working from home yesterday, because the transition, like for me, like me and my family, we actually boarded our flight on Sunday at 8:30, and we actually didn't make it home till like 2:30 Monday. We had 3 connecting flights, and on each connecting flight we had layovers and delays, and it just took so long. And being on that airplane, you guys, we couldn't like relax, we couldn't like really like sleep or anything. It was just so much going on. And then I also want to share my experiences with staying at the Residence Inn and the Hotel Maya in California. We had some good experiences and we had some tough experiences, but I'm going to share it all with you guys. I just don't want to like jam pack everything in one video, because I don't want to make it like super long. But like I mentioned, you guys, I'm going to be working on creating me like some kind of like tracker. Oh, also too, so I was watching a video from a young lady, and I'm a new subby of hers. I'm gonna put her name somewhere here on the video so that you can see it. She's a YouTube content creator, and I found her today and I subscribed to her channel. She was talking about how she is making like changes in her life. She's transitioning, and I just felt like we were on like such one accord. We are on like alignment with like trying to get healthier, trying to, you know, navigate through everyday life with our employment, and just everyday life in general. And I resonated with her. So when she was talking about the tracker, I was like, girl, that was on my mind. Like I've made a tracker before, and you know, you guys know from previous videos I talked about my devotionals and the other digital products that I've made, but I want to focus on like a daily tracker. She does hers on her iPad. I think it's like so cool or whatever. And if you want to check her out, go ahead and check her out. Like I mentioned, I'm gonna put her name on the video. But I want to create something similar like that, and just track my daily habits and just try to stay more disciplined, because y'all, I'm so forgetful, and it's crazy how forgetful I am. My family know, everyone knows how forgetful I am, but I'm doing better. I've been praying to God about it. But y'all, this job, my job has me like on a topsy-turvy, because I'm trying to figure out like, do I need to be worried? Like I know God got me, so I'm not like worrying in the sense of worrying about if I'm gonna make it if I get terminated, but just more so worrying about my job security, because right now, you guys, you know, I'm on a journey of like clearing up my debt, fixing my credit and stuff. And when you're clearing up your debt, you need to have income, right? But I am focused on being God led, so I don't want to like stress about where my income is going to come, because I'm just going to trust and believe that should I be one of the ones that's terminated in this season, that God is going to take care of me. Things are going to be taken care of. And if that's you in this season, just trust and believe that God is going to take care of you in your season. Pray to God and ask Him to align your steps, to align the people who you are supposed to be in communication with, to align the companies that you're supposed to be in communication with, whether that's you applying for another job, whether that's you looking for vendors or merchants or people to actually work with your businesses. Just get on it. Start doing your research. Start doing your research. Or if it's for you to start eating healthier or drinking more water, start doing that. I'm gonna I used to drink like up to like 80 ounces of water, and it was just so ironic. She was talking about how she uses her Stanley to like monitor how much water that she drinks in a day. Y'all, I do that too, and it's just so crazy because I have a 40-ounce Stanley, and when she had mentioned that, I was just like, girl, this is confirmation. I need to get back on it. And I also need to get back on the fact that I haven't been going to church. And partially, like, I'm not putting it on my son or anything like that, but partially one of the reasons why I'm not actually going to church is because I had found a church home that me and my son was actually attending, but he was dating the pastor's daughter, and they're no longer together. So I don't know, it just feels kind of weird. So I haven't been going there, but I really enjoy that church, and I really would like to go back. So I don't know if I'm going to go back to that one or if I'm going to find a different church, but I really need to get back in church. And I really fell off with reading the Bible, and I don't think I'm babbling or anything like that. I promise. There's method in all this madness. I just know that I need to get myself together, and I just know that there's a lot of things that I haven't been doing that actually gave me peace, through all of my seasons. And I just know that me talking through this right now is all coming back to my mind, and I just got to put it into fruition and put it into action, and we're gonna get there. So I just wanted to come on here and touch bases with you guys, because today was a doozy, and just transitioning back to work from vacation and living everyday life, like my workload or anything like that, it has not had an impact. My day flow normally. I went down to the cafe, I got me a salad, I worked my workload, I didn't have any problems. It was just the fact that so many people that were close to me were being terminated. And I just wanted to come on here and share this with you guys, because it hit so close to home, and you never know how close it is until you actually like see it and witness it. And if that's my sign, good Lord, like, I just pray that I am preparing enough, that I'm taking the right steps. And I guess it's not so much as like the right steps, but just taking it one day at a time, one step at a time, and to give myself grace, because I'm not perfect. So if you're in that season, just give yourself grace, okay? Because, girl, we got this, all right? We got this, and we're going to continue to truck along, okay? So anyway, until next time, you guys, I will talk to you guys later. All right. Bye, love.
Life in a world that keeps changing. Think that it's progress you're making. Copy and paste pretty faces all the time.